Welcome back to Never Ending Cars. Taking that never ending ride. Hey, so we got a lot going on. We have a lot of stuff in. We have interior parts, exterior parts. We've got suspension parts. We've got, lubricants and things like that. So, trying to mess around, trying to figure out when to do all that stuff. But today I just think we're going to do some lubrication in the transmission. So throw some 75-90 in there is what they're calling for. So I have no idea like where all the plugs are at and really how to drain it and all that stuff. I mean, I've done it before, but not on this particular car. So we're going to try it out, see if we can get rid of a little bit of tranny whine, hopefully. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. So yeah, let's get moving and get set up here. Get some fluid in the jack. It's only pumping up like when I'm halfway down. Right there. All right, so we got success setting up the old siphon here. Get all that old stuff out of there. So we're just pumping away until we can get that thing almost empty. It's coming out really clean, actually, and no shiny stuff that I can tell so far. But I just want to change it because it's 46 years old. Maybe it lasts 100 years. I don't know. But I'm just doing it to do it, and then I know it's done. And then we're good to go. So that is if I can keep it in this little canister. Ooh, spraying everywhere. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. So I got a little more comfortable position here. Just tackle this thing little by little. Surprised this actually is working. I didn't even know this was going to work, but I just reversed the pump system that pumps it into the transmission, so it seems to be working just fine. Very clean, very clear. Probably didn't need to change it like I said earlier, but hey, at least I know it's going to be done. Had no idea if it even had any in it, of course, until I checked it, and it was full. So it's not leaking or anything, but this car's been sitting for a long time. It's been driven 60,000 miles. I'd have probably done this at 50,000 anyway. So why not? I did get regular gear oil, not synthetic. So I don't know if synthetic would be a good way to go on older cars or not, but it works for me. As long as it allows the gears to do what they do and change like they change, that's all that needs to happen, right? I did level off the car. I jacked up the front initially, but then I decided to level off the car, so that way I could tell if it was full or not, and then when I fill it up, know when it's full, that kind of thing. Training's got a pretty good whine to it, so I don't know if it's just normal or if it's this stuff or what. All right, looks like it's just the size of a coffee can, so it's almost at the rim. And of course, I'm going to spill it everywhere, and then my garage will smell like gear lube the rest of its entire life in my life. So, but we're still getting dribbles out, but hey, it's one way to do it, right? Seems to work. This tool is probably meant to do that. I have no idea. I don't read instructions. Do you? I mean, you just figure it out. You know, just the way it goes. So yeah, I think we're gonna just kind of let stuff collect here for a second. As you can see, it's coming up the tube. Still pulling some, but it is just about a coffee can. And of course, I did make a mess. You always say you're never going to spill a drop, right? And then what do? Spill a drop, spill a bunch, spill a quart. Alright. I think we just call that good for now. We'll clean up the old mess here and get set up again. Like I said, got it everywhere. Smells wonderful. Smells clean, actually. It does. Never know. Hey, come back here. So I just realized that my camera's light was just blaring in your eyeballs. Had no idea it was even doing that. So sorry about that. See if we can fix that next time. My lens looks dirty too. I need to fix that. Well, we're back. Got our mess cleaned up so we can get ready to make a new one. Like I said, never spill a drop, right? Never ever. And always do. Noticing here that we also have an exhaust leak right here. It's missing like this whole bottom half of the gasket there. So that's going to be something else we need to address. And then once we fix that, I knew I had one, I just didn't know where it was. So we're going to have to tackle that one eventually. There we go. Make sure everything's clean. Then we start pumping. That is if we can get this on there. Because the way the bottle's shaped, it doesn't sit in there properly. So we're just going to have to make it work. And pumping away, pumping away. Yeah, because of this edge on the bottle there. Right here it won't sit straight, but that's okay. We can make it work. I see they make these in squeeze bottles now, but man, it would be hard to get that in here, that's for sure. At least this way, it just goes right in the transmission. Let's see. All right, we'll keep pumping. Bottle number 2, still pumping. 2 full bottles. Actually, I think this takes 4.75, so it's going to take one more little bit out of the other bottle. And then I'll have just enough for the axle rear end. So we're going to have to grab us another bottle real quick. Looks like this one's done. So we'll just take this off of there, let it dribble. Maybe we can get the old stuff right back in these old bottles and send it to the recycler. Yeah, so double check of the manual. It's 4.75 pints, so it's going to take a little bit more out of this one. Let's start pumping. Should be getting close. And it's starting to come out already. Let's see if we can pull this out a little bit. Give it one more pump. It looks like it's pretty dang full, actually. I'm not even going to pump anymore. We'll do the old finger check. Oh boy, that's using a lot. See if we can check this off of here. Just let that dribble for a while. I'd say it's full. Most definitely, because it's just poured out as I put my finger in there. Get a plug on that before it makes too big of a mess. All right, I think we got it. So that's full. We're gonna clean up the second mess here and see if we can get the rest of what's in the straw back in this bottle, because we're gonna need it. And we can tighten this back on there. There was no drain plug for this, so that's why I had to siphon it, obviously. All that good? All right, let's clean up our mess. All right, well, we got everything done. And since we didn't really know what we were in for, hadn't really done a manual on a car like this before, done other manuals, and they're all pretty much the same, at least in the end. That's what I'm finding out. So, you know, in this episode, we used a flashlight, of course, and just clipped it on the frame so we could see where we were going. And needed a flex head ratchet. Coming super handy because the exhaust was in the way, so we couldn't hit it in an angle like it is where that plug comes out. So yeah, we had the flex head in there to get that out of there. Just 3/8 drive. No socket needed or nothing like that. Needed pump, and of course we got our pump. We got the straw that goes on the bottom of the pump to reach, you know, at the end, the bottom of the bottle there, and then the hose to, you know, fill it up. You know, just jam it in the hole there, start filling it up. But in reverse, I didn't really realize they did this, but I took the straw out and put that hose in the bottom of this pump so I could siphon everything out. Didn't know they did that. Just thought I'd try it. So it worked. That being, there's no drain on this. So my other transmission had a drain. So yeah, so we pumped everything out, got everything back in. And then of course we needed our 75/90 weight is what it called for when I went down to the auto store. And we got another bottle here to add that together and end up doing the rear end. The rear end will be another one. A little more involved because the pinion seal is leaking. But we're going to do the pinion seal, and we're going to do the axle housing cover. So that way we can kind of keep that lube in there. For all I know, there's nothing in there. With that said, we're going to ignore that as well, and then take this thing for a ride and see how it does. So we'll talk to you here shortly, get everything off the jack stands, and see how she does. Choke works. Off we go. All right, here we go. Out on the main road, rolling through some gears, being a part of traffic. Get them through all the gears here. Yeah, feeling pretty smooth. Shifts feel better actually. I feel just more like they should. Nice, clean, no kind of, trying to throw it in different gears. Feels better. I'm glad that I did it. Like I say, the axle will be next. Can't wait for that because I do hear a little whine in the back too. And for that leaking, it's probably low. Haven't taken this on any long trips yet. Just kind of around town, a few miles away, making rounds around the neighborhood, as you've seen. So, yeah. So far, I feel like I'd call this a win. Throw it into fourth. That was smooth. You got a squeak in here. Can you hear that? I'll have to address that one of these days. Camera's a little shaky, sorry. Not sure if the camera accommodates for that or not, but pretty cool. Well, we'll check in again and see what's up next. Like I said, we got a bunch of stuff coming in. We have a bunch of stuff that's already in. Definitely have plenty to make more material. And don't let the word material be a dead giveaway on what might be coming up. So, thanks for taking that never-ending ride on Never-Ending Cars. Oh, and don't forget to clean up your shops when you're done, you messy freaks. You know who you are. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you like what you saw, click like, subscribe, and comment.